So today we're just going to talk a little bit about homeostatic mechanisms, what that is, and what it means for the human body. Basically, a homeostatic mechanism is the processes within the body that helps our body stay in homeostasis. Homeostasis means basically our normal level. When you think about functioning day to day and just getting through the day and your body doing what it normally does, that's all due to the homeostatic mechanisms that we have in our body. And there's positive feedback loops and negative feedback loops for that. A negative feedback loop essentially is stopping something out of whack with your body and preventing it from going any further and bringing it back to homeostasis. So something like body temperature, blood glucose levels, and we'll talk about that later. But a positive feedback loop is basically the opposite. So it's progressing something that's going on that's not normal. Like when you're in labor and your body is creating contractions to move things along, and the homeostatic mechanism in your body will actually work the opposite way to continue those contractions and to further them. So, like I was saying, there are two things that homeostatic mechanism can help with. Well, there's lots, but the two that I'm going to talk about is body temperature and blood glucose levels. So, we'll start with body temperature. When your body detects a change in body temperature, let's say you're working out and you get really hot, there are three things that are going to happen that are going to help with this. So basically you have receptors, a control center which has a set point, and your effectors. So your set point is what your normal body temperature is going to stay at and what it's normally at, 98.6 for a human being. And when your body temperature raises, it's going to send a message to the effectors, which are then going to produce sweat from your sweat glands, cooling down your skin and bringing things back to normal. And once the body feels like it is back in its normal range, those functions will cease. So another good example is blood glucose level. You have a variable such as food or stress, but let's take a look at food. So when you eat something, your blood sugar may drop or rise. And what's going to happen is this stimulus is going to cause the receptors to detect a change, and the cells in your pancreas will pick up that change and release glucose into the blood to bring your blood sugar back up, essentially. Once this happens, just like with body temperature, your body will detect that things are starting to level out again, and the process will cease. Is there anything else I need to talk about? All right, I think that's just about it. Let me know if you have any questions on homeostatic mechanisms. That's a basic rundown. It's just keeping your body in its normal functioning state and the processes that do that behind the scenes.